Hello and welcome to another reading of Letters Never Meant to Be Read, Volume 2. It's available in the link below. You can also send your letters to be included in Volume 3. I've been really pleasantly surprised with how many submissions that I've got for Volume 3 just since the Letters book came out in December of 2017, just a few months ago. And I want to thank everybody who's sent in letters that was in Volume 2, and everyone new who's been sending letters. If you've got a letter that you need to get something off your chest, or you got a letter to a lost love that has been sitting in a drawer ready for you to burn, go ahead and send them to us, and we'll publish them here at Rusty Wheels Media in the anthology titled Letters Never Meant to Be Read. Again, this is Volume 2. Tonight I'm going to be reading Dear Benefactor. Hopefully Maggie doesn't give me such a hard time tonight. You gonna be in the camera? Huh? You gonna calm down while I read? I wrote this while I was on the road, actually, and I was in a hotel in Tennessee, and it's written a little bit in the old style, in that, you know, I grew up reading the classics, and one of my favorite authors especially is Edgar Allan Poe. And I'm sorry, dear readers, Edgar Allan Poe doesn't believe in periods and prefers the comma. So sometimes I also do that. Right, Maggie? Yeah. I kind of moved up a little bit this time so that I'm not in her spot. She likes to get right up next to that fireplace. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and read you Dear Benefactor. Here I give you a great opportunity to continue an age-old tradition of supporting the arts. No, I am not a charlatan, although I could be if I had no guilt at all. No, I am not a beggar. It just seems plain to me that I could be doing better for myself, better for the world, with a change of station. If only I didn't have this weight of impending disaster over me, this impenetrable cloud that follows, darkens my existence by stealing my time and thoughts away from my writing. Worry and debt have formed great men, but I have served enough of both to occupy a lifetime. Some find hardship and poverty to be inspiration for their best work. I have had the right amount of these disasters, and I simply ask for assistance in continuing on to the next great phase. It may seem by the opening that I am not accomplished, a loser perhaps. This is not true. I am a gentleman by the old sense. I am a person of letters and books. I am well educated, addicted to ambition as well as accomplishment, and have risen up to a certain level despite my poor pedigree. But winning in these games has not come without cost. I find myself mourning over the smallest of expenses and checking my accounts far too often. Even a small amount of patronage would give me a little respite. I will not dawdle with this given time. I will write and produce in such a way that you have never seen. I will be the most prolific, the unstoppable. I will be the creator of many worlds and people, for you. The small gesture to my potential will seem dainty in comparison to what I will build. Then, as time continues and I add to the pile of record our achievements, I will undoubtedly garner interviews. Books will be written about me, about my undying tenacity, about our legacy. Only then will I divulge the real truth about you, about the goodness in your heart, about your care and generosity. I will put you upon the pedestal of time, and you will be known. If you are uninterested in the investment of legacy, then perhaps you would like companionship. Perhaps you want both, or like myself, want it all. I can offer you the sweetest of gestures, the most passionate rhythms this earth has to offer. I can see you as you were, long ago, past those still pretty eyes, into your youth. I can look at you and wonder, your naked body on display for me. Caress your hair and forgive the small tolls that time has ungratefully taken on you. I can be your best lover, your secret in revenge against the world that has been so ungrateful. I can last long or be as hasty as you please. All of your fantasies will come to fruition. All you have to do is ask. No, tell me, say the words, and I will be whoever you want. I do not care if you are dying. We all are. I do not care if you aren't as pretty as you once were. I can see through the wrinkles and the grief. I am unassuming and I know no age. I span time with humor and delicate forethought. Think of your most dangerous desire, the one you fear would bring you public shame if it ever got out. Tell me. I won't even bat an eye, only smile and give it to you. Please don't think of me a tramp. Yes, I am taken, you might be too, but not in those moments. No one has all of me, but you can. He may have left recently, or long ago. Use me to parade around in defiance. Show me off to your cohorts. Travel with an escort. I can speak another language. In a tuxedo, I am quite dashing. We all play roles. Let me play one for you. Is it not the same when I clock in and out? When I go away in uniform, am I not leaving them behind too? Those that I love, that are close, they need provisions. I go and get them to ensure a future. It does not matter who I am when I am away, as long as I return unscathed. It does not matter how I secure a future, but that I do. Besides, one cannot judge another who brings happiness and enlightenment into the world. I will bring you passion and joy, and you will allow for our enlightenment. Of course, we don't have to be lovers in the physical sense. You could simply be my publisher, my editor, my muse. I can scribe love letters to your heart's delight. Our torrid love affair can be only in the mind, on sacred parchment that historians will marvel over. While I toil away in joy, creating a collection of books and thoughts, we can span great distance with touching moments of bliss caught on record. You can provide needed expenses, and I, a mountain of dreams. I will still want you, though, I must warn you. I am a romantic, if you have not already guessed. I will desire for your body along with your pretty mind. If that physical connection is not your choice, tease me with my own desires of the flesh. Play games. Wring out of me the most desperate and sentimental words from my wet cloth. I will be loyal. If you have found any errors in these words, good. You are doing well already. Please beg my forgiveness. If they are filled with mistakes, let these words serve as an example of the cloud that is looming. I write in haste, eager to slip away from the bankers and the phone calls. I can assure you, I am not expensive compared to what most use their money on these days. I am not a spendthrift. I will use what is given to me by your delicate hands for one purpose, and I will never appear ungrateful. I will get the cloud away from my back and write as if every day I shall perish by midnight. Do send something soon, though. A message that you are at least thinking about my offer. I am an optimist, and I think fondly on tomorrow. If not, I will soon be beaten down by the doldrums of a petty, deader existence. And while I will not give up on my dreams, I will become bitter by their making over such a long, hard road. By securing a more comfortable route now, I will ensure the necessity to pay it forward one day. I will reach down as you have here and offer a lifeline to another dreamer. I beg you to give me something more to admire about tomorrow. I hope you are well and in good health. I hope the spring sun shines upon your face, and by morning you have a cup of tea for me and a story to tell when I arrive. Write soon, Mark. Hey, thanks a lot for listening, and go ahead and subscribe and like and do all that stuff if you want to hear more of the letters. If you have any requests, I could certainly have some of the other letter writers send some videos in. If you're a letter writer and you're watching this and you want to shoot your own video, if you got a fireplace, if you don't have a fireplace, that's fine. But thank you very much for sending in letters, and thank you very much for supporting this project and being a part of it. All right, have a good night. Oh wait, I also wanted to thank my my future benefactor who's watching this video and wants to you know, support me in all my endeavors. Everything I said is true. So see ya.
So just think,